say, a hit dog will holler. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. I promised y'all a late night show. I know it's really late. Shout out to V. Yes, it is really late, but I told y'all I was going to bring you a late night show tonight. And for those of you catching the replay, what's up, replay crew? Shout out to y'all. Let me say what's up to the people before we start. What's up, Starneek? What's up, Clever Girl? What's up, Andrea? What's up, Couture Bay? What's up, V? What's up, Dom? What's up, Cooley? Um, the game that we're gonna play today is called Imagine That. Imagine that. And also, the game is actually called Guess the YouTuber. So I'm gonna give you a few clues, and then we guess the YouTuber and we guess who I'm talking about. And the thing is, I'm not going to tell you the answer. I feel that leaving the putting your guess either in the chat or putting it in the comment section is good enough. I don't feel like I need to tell you guys. I think you'll be able to find it out. But just imagine you going your whole life hating AT2, and AT2 has not been anything but nice to you. AT2 has spared you. AT2 does not deserve to show you any kind of sympathy. No empathy and nothing. Nothing. You don't deserve shit in your life. And the reason why is because you've always been dirty, nasty, disgusting, and filthy. And unfortunately, that's the way you're going to always remain. There's no redeeming you. There is no redeeming qualities of this person. Just imagine your mom was out there doing so much crack, she didn't have time to change your diaper. You literally had a diaper rash on your ass since you were born all the way until you're about 15 years old because your mama was a crack whore. She wasn't there to teach you how to actually use the bathroom and stuff like that. You still used the bathroom on yourself until you was about 15. Just imagine that. Just imagine you end up going into the foster care system and you had to go from family to family to family. And not because there's anything wrong with the families that, the system selected. It was you. Because you have a chemical imbalance in your fucking head. You can't get yourself together. They tried therapy. They tried medicine. And you refused it all. And still to this day, you're still affected by it. And I can tell. I've always wanted to just, if I show grace to this person, maybe they'll show some grace back. I guess it didn't work out like that, right? Just imagine you had to wear hand-me-down clothes from your uncle. Just imagine you had to wear your big sister's clothes. So you had to wear your uncle's clothes and your big sister's clothes. So you were walking around with a Minnie Mouse shirt on at the age of 5. Just imagine that. Just imagine your mom was in and out your life throughout the whole time, right? Your mom was in and out your life, and all you wanted her to do was love you. Unfortunately, she couldn't love you. She never has loved you. You've never been in a loving family or even had a situation where people actually loved you. You literally have to find family through other people. You even will connect with someone else's family who's not even your family just to feel like you have a place to belong. Sad. Very sad. Just imagine you've always wanted to be this big Hollywood actor and you just couldn't cut it. Not because you wouldn't go on the casting couch or directors try to sleep with you. You just can't fucking act. Just imagine that. You're talentless. I mean, not everybody has talent, you know? Hollywood's not for everybody. Because let's be honest, if you had the opportunity to sleep with these big Hollywood directors, oh, you would. Because let's not forget, as soon as you turned 17, you became a stripper. Then you moved on to escorting. And even then, you only made about $20 each transaction because people knew they could cut you short. They knew your worth was nothing. So them paying you $20 for a little blowjob, and maybe 35 if they wanted to bust a nut inside of you. You're a $35 slut. Mm, mm, mm. And just imagine all your life, you've been trying to get that love and that affection from your family. And the only people that have showed you any kind of love or affection or attention are sugar daddies. And there was a lot of them in Florida where you used to live, a lot of retired old sugar daddies. You thought you would be able to find a sugar daddy that would end up passing away so you could have this big fortune. And that just didn't happen for you. One thing, you're crazy. You're psycho. Who would want to deal with a psycho like you? No one. No one will ever want to deal with a psycho like you. Do you realize, like, you have to sleep with one eye open if you were to live with this person? Because of that chemical imbalance in his fucking head. He can't think straight. He's never been able to love anyone because he's never had love. And when you think about it, it is sad. But what has he done to change that? What has he done to improve his situation? Just fuck and get fucked. That's the only thing he has done. That's the only thing he knows. The only thing he knows how to do is be a whore. And he's not even good at that because he's poor. Speaking of poor, if you'd like to donate $1 or $2, you can definitely send a super chat, super sticker, or a Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. But you're not even a good whore because you're broke. You have nothing to show for. And you know, what got you by was looks. And you thought that you look, well, no, you realized that you were ugly. So what you actually did was go ahead and get you some plastic surgery. If you do this YouTuber, if you do a side-by-side comparison when this YouTuber, I don't want to say he or she, but I think I already said he, right? If you do a side-by-side comparison of when this YouTuber first started compared to what they look like now, they almost look like Tales from the Crypt. Like the face is completely like sunken in from all the drugs. from starving themselves. I mean, it's kind of sad. Just imagine if you don't sell your body, you won't be able to eat that day. It's a harsh reality. You won't be able to eat. Luckily, because of your situation, and we're not going to harp on your situation, the government pays for a majority of your rent. You have some kind of voucher. That's awesome. That's why your channel can go down and it can get taken away easily, because at the end of the day, you only have to pay $300 in rent, if that. The rumor it was $300. I honestly think it's free because you don't have any income, really no real income coming in. You don't work. You don't have a job other than social media, which, I mean, technically, I don't have any other job except social media, but at least I'm getting money. Unlike you, you're not getting anything. You might get like $500. Thank you, Cooley. I appreciate that. Hollering not quickly. The face is sunken in. It's a completely different face. The face is completely sunken in. It's quite sad. Oh, and notice, the structure of the face is also different when you look at a side by side comparison. They were getting like Botox and fillers and stuff like that. They can't afford none of that. So this is why you shouldn't get plastic surgery when you're young, because when you get it when you're young and then when you start to age, because this person will have you believing that they're in their 30s like me. No, I did the math. This fool is about 42, 43. This is also why this person got their nose done. Now, unfortunately, the doctor that you went to fucked your nose up. But you thought, hey, I'll look more youthful and it'll give me a softer profile if I get my nose done. Unfortunately, everybody sees that it was botched. If you sneeze too hard, that motherfucking nose will fall off. So I wouldn't sneeze that hard. That cartilage in the front literally looks like you can rip it off. It doesn't look like they sewed it on tight. My nose, it moves, but yours look like you can actually detach it off. I mean, it is what it is. It's sad because this same person walks around claiming that they have this mysterious baby. They claim that they're a father. Just because a nigga nut inside of you, you can't get pregnant. You're a man, so you don't have no baby. I don't know where you're getting this mysterious mystery child from. You might have got nutted in, but you still got balls and a dick. You can't get pregnant. So I don't understand where that comes from. I don't know. But anyway. So this mystery baby, okay, let's say he does have a mystery baby, right? Let's just say there is a mystery baby. Basically, you're admitting to being a deadbeat father. Just like your father is a deadbeat father, you're admitting to being a deadbeat father. I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Except your dad is actually inside of a tree because I don't think he's on this earth anymore. Unfortunately. And if I birthed a psycho, I would probably jump off the bridge like your dad did. Yeah. If I birthed a psycho, I would probably use all my welfare checks and go to the casino like your mom did. Yeah. hmm If I birthed a psycho, I'll probably smoke up all the crack in Harlem just like your mom did. hmm hmm Yeah. hmm Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Now we waking up the street. Oh, we waking it up. Listen. I've been waking it up all week. I've been waiting for other people to wake it up. I'm like, come on now. I'm waiting for everybody else to wake it up. I'm tired of waking it up. Shit, it's midnight. um, let me go back to storytelling. I'm sorry. Yeah, so this person has a mystery baby out there that doesn't exist. Now, what they're probably going to come back and say is like, oh, I would never show my child. I'm going to protect my child. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. That's all a lie. There is no baby. There is none. There's no baby at all. That's all made up in somebody's head. If there is a baby, I bet you anything, they went ahead and got as far away from him as possible. He probably has no sort of connection with this baby. Listen, he probably doesn't even know the fucking baby's name if there's a real baby. This is me just being honest. Because all that stalking you do online, all the bullshit that you be doing, all the them turkeys that you be stuffing, aka them big white men that you be putting your raw, that you don't have enough time to even have a child or even take care of a child. You definitely ain't paying no child support. So let's just stop that whole I have a kid story. Like, let's just stop that. It's okay not to have kids at your age. I don't have any kids and I'm 35. It's completely fine. You don't have to make up a baby. I think the thing is that they're always auditioning. They're auditioning for a movie role playing a psycho. Except the thing is, this person really is a psycho. He's a method actor. He's very good at playing a psycho. If there's a role for a serial killer, he'd be perfect. Perfect role. He'd be perfect for that. But I mean, if there's like an actual, like he has to play a doctor or a lawyer or so. Well, I forgot. He did play a lawyer. He said that he was trying to represent his sister because she was wrongfully murdered. That's very sad. I'm not going to even make a joke about that. But this is the same sister that he abused. This is the same sister that he did not give a damn about. He actually doesn't give a damn about any of his sisters. All those pictures that you see him posting and all that stuff, don't believe none of it. It's not true. He does not have a good relationship with his family at all. And so this person thought, oh, well, I found a family member that doesn't like AT2, so let me try to exploit that. And the thing is that I appreciated that he did. Because one, he got that family member out of my life. Two, my relationship with my family that I actually love and care about, it actually grew. The bond is very strong. I'll say this. Thank God that I have a strong foundation. My dad and my stepmom really provided me with a privileged life. Looking at your life, considering that you had to wear shoes that were 3 sizes smaller than your actual foot, and now your toes go like this, they're all bent up, and you had to wear your sister's handy down clothes, you had to wear your uncle's handy down clothes. Like, the life that you live is very sad. And I'm sorry that I can't relate to your shitty ass life. But that's not my fault. You got to look at yourself and ask, why did God hand you those cards? Mind you, you can always change your surroundings, but you choose not to. This is the same person that moved to LA because they thought, man, I'm going to make it in Hollywood. I'm going to be something one day. Yeah, you're going to be something. You're going to be a piece of shit like you've always been. That's what you're going to be. And you are great at being a piece of shit. You know that? Excellent. You're excellent at being a piece of shit. That's undebatable. Like, that's not even up for debate. Like, you're great at being a piece of shit. Being a piece of shit, being a psycho, you're great at that. And you know what the crazy part is? You probably have a real story, and you probably can share your real story and not make money off of it, but you could at least tell your story and it would probably help people. It would probably be healing for you. But because you lie so much, we don't know what's the truth and what's not the truth. I mean, we've heard so many different stories and so many different lies from this person. They created an alternative reality because the reality that they actually live in is horrible. Just imagine if you don't fuck that old man this month, your rent will not be paid for August. And mind you, like I said, you don't really have a steady income, so you only got to pay $25. But if you don't fuck that old man, he's going to kick you out of your house or the duplex or wherever you live. I don't really care. He's going to kick you out of there. And you better make sure you don't put no holes in it. Make sure you take all that stuff off the walls. So at least when he kick you out, you can get that deposit back. If you even paid a deposit. Sad. And you know, it's funny because you talk about, oh, you live at your uncle's house, your uncle's house, your uncle's house. At least I got an uncle who asked me to live in his home. Where's your uncle? Can you call your uncle and live with him? Can you call your uncle for $1? Shit. Can you call your uncle and ask him for his time? I don't think you can, unfortunately. If you call, no one answers. No one. Hell, I finally blocked you, so you can't call me. That's been some months. Notice how everybody's life has flourished and yours is still shitty. It's still the same. Like, nothing has changed. Yeah, you can tell us you're taking acting classes, but if you don't have any talent, there's no point in you taking acting classes. You're not an actor, sir. You were an extra. That's why your acting checks are only 63 cents because you were an extra. You were not somebody important to the show. You did not have any lines. You didn't even go, Hachu! In the damn movie. Like, you never were an actor. All this, oh, I'm an actor, I'm this, and you were never that. No, not at all. No. The greatest roles that you ever had was being a piece of shit, like I said in the beginning. That's your greatest role to date, being a piece of shit. And you do that swell. That's a perfect job for you, being a piece of shit. You're great at that. Definitely. And I have to give you credit. You play the hell out of that role. Being a piece of shit, I wish I could be like you sometime. But I actually have a heart. I actually have people who care about me. I actually have, shoes that fit my feet, size 13, wink, wink. But I actually got shoes that fit my feet, and I don't have to crumple up my toes like this to fit my shoes. I don't have to brag about what I have and what I don't have. I don't have to make it seem like I'm living this luxury life, but yet you're not. You're not living a life of luxury. You pretend. Even more recently, you snuck into a pool party and you try to sneak into somebody's VIP area. And they had to tell you to get your ass up out of there. Like, what are you doing in our VIP spot? And they felt so sorry for you because you look broke. You look dusty. They let you just slide in there. They were like, just let him in there because, he looks dusty. This is the most fun he's going to have ever in his life. Feeling like he sat at a VIP section at a pool party. But let's be honest. Anybody can go to a pool party. All you got to do is put your name on the guest list and you can go to a pool party. Vegas, there's pool parties all the time. Just put your name on the guest list. Sometimes you ain't even got to do that. You can just walk in, just show your ID or whatever. You ain't even got to be on a guest list. All these exclusive Hollywood parties. Like, for example, and I hate to shit on King Payne and Armand, but I don't hate to shit on it. Those Zeus parties, they're free. You don't need to be. Them ninjas got y'all thinking like they got invited to the. No, they're free. Like anybody can go. Like you show your ID. Oh, you 21? Okay, you can come in. Like it's those Zeus parties are not exclusive. I promise you, they're not exclusive. A lot of different parties in LA and events and stuff like that. They're not. I don't want to say they're not exclusive, but if you know someone, they can get you in. Just like the last time I went to LA, but I broke my ankle. I was thinking about staying longer because I wanted to go to the NAACP Image Award luncheon. And I could have went because I knew somebody who was going. They were like, hey, this would be great content for you to go, blah, blah, blah. I didn't end up going and I kind of regret it. But again, like I said, if you know someone, you can get into those events. But the Zeus events, they're free 99. Anybody can go. Y'all want to go to a Zeus party tomorrow? We could go to a Zeus party tomorrow. It's not that exclusive, you know? So you have a person like that thinking that they're doing something and they're not. And now they want to create a whole lie and a whole scenario about how, that they were asked to sit on that director's couch and basically implied that somebody was trying to get favors out of them. No, that's not true. Not at all. Not at all. Maybe like some years ago when your surgery was fresh, but now that all the Botox and everything, and that nose especially, yeah, nobody's asking for you to sit on anybody's couch. Nobody wants you. You don't even shower. All you do is literally spray on perfume. I mean, not perfume, cologne. He doesn't wash his ass. He just literally gets up and just talks shit online. That's all he does. And granted, I get online and I talk shit, but I do shower. I can guarantee that. He doesn't. He just puts on cologne and just plays pickleballs with strangers. Those are not his friends. Those are just strangers that he'd be like, oh, can I play with you guys? Like literally, it's a pickleball hall that you pay for a certain amount of time. Like those aren't his friends. Like don't have him think that he actually has like real friends. No. These are people that he tried to network with, aka he tries to clout chase off of. Those aren't his friends. But I was his friend. And I hate to say that I was a friend. I feel like we were more acquaintances because I don't have friends like that. We were more acquaintances than anything. So now this person has basically fallen out with everybody, and so they decide to partner up with a psycho because he's also a psycho. So it's two psychos together. One only took a picture with Armand and obsessed with him, and the other one had a little show that they did 10 years ago, and they're both obsessed with Armand. Mm. Imagine being obsessed with somebody that you only met one time, and then the other person, you did a show with them 10 years ago, and you're still obsessed with them. Crazy. But, the thing is, at least Armand and Wiley actually have a history together. Yeah, it's obsessive, but they have some kind of history. You took a photo like a fan, all cheesing, because you're just so happy to take a picture with Armand. Let me tell you something. He only took that picture with you to make Wiley and King Payne mad. He didn't really give a damn about you. He does not like you. You literally would try to call and talk to him every day. Because I remember when we were cool, you used to call and text me every single day. And you even told me, you're like, damn, I don't really talk to Armand that much. I talk to you more than I talk to him. You were like, oh, he doesn't really fuck with me like that. Tell the people I'm lying. Because I'm not. And then all of a sudden, when we had a falling out, you would talk about how Armand is the greatest, and you're literally eating his ass. And now he's a horrible person. No, he's only a horrible person because he wasn't taking your phone calls. He was ignoring you. He literally played in your face. Like, he only took that picture in spite of King Payne and Wiley. It had nothing to do, he wanted to be your friend. Why would he want to be a friend with a psycho? Armand doesn't even like people. He thinks everybody is underneath him. So whatever made you think that you were on the same level as him if he thinks that everybody is below him? You know how stupid you look? Very stupid. But again, you're all like, hell, I can't beat him because remember, him or his boyfriend had two-pieced in a biscuit you, and they had whooped your ass. You had to be carried out by security. So you're like, ha, can't beat him. Why not join them? And just thinking, that wasn't the first time that you got your ass beat. King Payne actually slapped you, snatched your phone, and then gave it to security. I forgot all about that. Wow. I forgot all about that moment. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. And you have the nerve to go to that Zeus party that you got slapped at with a Hawaiian shirt on. Your granddaddy's Hawaiian shirt to a Zeus party. I mean, it is ratchet, so hell, why not? But you stuck out like a sore thumb. Actually, you stuck out like a sore hemorrhoid. More like it. Yeah. Damn. What a sad life. Just imagine always trying to one up somebody, always trying to climb out that barrel because he's definitely a crab, trying to climb out that barrel, and you just can't do it. The chemical imbalance in your head won't allow you to do that. What's also crazy is that I believe AT2 got into it with other YouTubers because I was telling them to leave your crazy ass alone. But somehow you wanted to attack me. Somehow you said you wanted to hold a gun to my head and then pull the trigger. You threatened my life. But don't forget, you try to leave me a comment on one of my videos like nothing had happened. And mind you, I kept the reason why I kept it up is because I'm not gonna delete it. I'm not even gonna pay attention to the comment. And I don't know what the comment said. It was like a whole paragraph and shit like that. I didn't read it, you guys. I was like, I'm not reading that shit. But yeah, he left me a comment. I have the screenshot, so if he try to go back and delete it, well, I blocked his other account, so I think it automatically erased. But I have a screenshot of it, so I'm not making that up. Mind you, if I knew those couple of weeks ago you were talking about you were gonna put a gun to my head and shoot me, it would have been definitely a whole different conversation. Actually, there would not be any conversation because I would have went to LA and I would have found you. And I think that's what needs to happen to you. You need to be handled. You need to be handled physically because obviously the back and forth isn't working. And I hadn't gone back and forth with you. That's the crazy part. Haven't we been peaceful, y'all? We ain't even thought about it or nothing. You know, powder head, powder head, powder head. That's it. We ain't put you in no titles. We ain't hashtagged you. We ain't did none of that. Yeah, he's threatening a lot of people like that. And still, even then, when I found it, because it was earlier this week, I had found out about it. Um, Even then, I still was like, leave him alone. Let him, just ignore him. Just ignore him. I've been like, just ignore him. Leave it alone. Just ignore it. I still. And then today, when this person was leaving like a nasty comment. I'm not even going to repeat the comment, but it was a nasty comment. And I almost broke character, but I was like, I'm not going to let you ruin my show. I was like, I'm not going to let you ruin my show. I'm not going to let you throw me off because that's what you wanted to do. You wanted me to go crazy, and then you could be like, "Oh, look at him." No, no, you can't get that reaction out of me no more. No. And you know what the crazy part is? After I had seen the video about him wanting to, yeah, he also had a video where he was talking about Deanna. Now y'all probably figured out who I'm talking about because white lady shoulder tapper Deanna. Yeah, there's only one person that y'all know. Did the lights go out? Someone said I shouldn't be talking bad on a whatchamacallit, on a full moon. Like it's a full moon and a blue moon. They said don't talk bad during a full moon and a blue moon, but it's too late. I already started. Um, but white lady shoulder tapper Deanna, the one that said she was gonna have my shoulder tapped and I was gonna end up in the river and she was gonna have the Italians get me or whatever. I'm not scared by her, by the way. What's up, Miss Barbara? He had said, and you told me you were gonna pay for my trip to Reno, and I was excited to go to Reno. Now, for those of you who don't know what Reno is near Northern California, right? Northern California, well, it's in Nevada, but it's near Northern California, right? Tahoe, that area, right? Why would you go all the way to Reno when Vegas is near you? That makes more sense for you to go to Vegas than it is to Reno. But because of your weird obsession with AT2, you wanted to go to Reno because you know I go to Reno. And you were hoping that, Oh, if I go to Reno, I'll bump into AT2. Very weird. Very, very, very weird. No one has ever said, oh, let me go to Reno instead of going to Vegas. The only reason why people like me that live in Northern California go to Reno is because it's close. It's only 4 hours. Well, actually 3 hours. That's the only reason. Jill know what I'm talking about. That's the only reason why we go to Reno, because it's right there. It's quick. And you get to see the snow and stuff, like when it's snowing. You get to see the snow. But you think that you are going to go to weird. Weird. Why would you ever, like, leave me the fuck alone? You had every opportunity to apologize, make the situation right, say, hey, I'm chemically imbalanced, I apologize, but then you kept on further. And then you try to bring up the family stuff again. And the thing is that doesn't bother me anymore. That doesn't hurt me. I won. That whole situation, I won. You weren't able to take down my channel. You weren't able to take me down. So all that extra shit that you were trying to do and try to hurt me, it doesn't at all. Especially somebody who doesn't have a family like you shouldn't be talking about anybody's family. You still haven't got your mom off that crack and got her into rehab. So what you worried about anybody mama for? That's what's not making sense to me. You worried about somebody else's mama when your mama still is a crack whore, and you ain't got her no help, no rehab, no nothing. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. That's just sad. Maybe I should reach out to your mom and see if I can get her some rehab. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should help her out, since you're not doing that. I don't know what more to say. I think everything has been said. By the end of the show, you should know who the YouTuber is by now. But I don't wish you the best of luck. I don't wish anything good happens to you. I hope God does have mercy on your soul, because more than likely, you're going to burn in hell. You're never going to be happy. You're never going to be fulfilled. You're destined to be a terrorist. That's about it. You're destined to have to lay on your back. You're destined to have to sleep next to some old man smelling like Ben Gay, because you're looking for the next hit, the next sugar daddy. I hope one day you do look at yourself and be like, what do I need to change about myself? I hope one day that you look at yourself and be like, damn, why do I keep fucking up my life? I hope one day that you do look at yourself and be all like, I need to love me because I don't love me. I hope one day that you do actually love yourself. I hope one day that you find happiness. But if you don't, if you don't find if you don't do any of those suggestions or anything, I don't care. It's no sweat off my back. Like I said, I don't wish you happy. I don't wish you success. I don't wish you anything. Just leave me the fuck alone. That's about it. Don't harass me. Don't talk to me. Unless you got, well, yeah, at this point, not even an apology. No. And like I said, I'm not doing no back and forth. I'm not Thais. I'm not Yolanda. I'm not Goody. I'm not doing no back and forth with you. This is it. That's it. That's all. I'm not doing all that shit back and forth with you. There's no point in doing that. A lot of people don't even know who I'm talking about right now. The people that are going to watch the replay, they don't even know who you are. So there's no point in me doing a back and forth with you. All I can say is don't OD, bitch. We out of here, y'all. Thank you for watching the show. I appreciate every single one of y'all for being here. Hit the like button. Whether if you hit the like button or the dislike button, hey, it still gets me in the algorithm. But guess the YouTuber. Deuces, everybody. We out.